We are getting out of the house today. We've got a special surprise for you.
It's our formal dining room. We decided that we were going to make it be like a multi-purpose room. So it can function as a formal dining room and then be our homeschool space as well.
I am so excited to get out of the house with y'all today. Today I have a special surprise. I am not giving an organizational tip from my house today. I'm taking you to a friend's house and she is going to share one of her specialty tips. So she's another mom who has 6 little ones, a newborn at that, is homeschooling as well thanks to all things crazy this year. And I'm just excited to show you another house of how things are done and what her favorite tip is to give to you guys today.
Hey!
Hello!
How are you?
Good. This is my friend Sarah, aka Mommy, on her YouTube channel. But we've been friends for quite a few years and both have a pretty large family.
Yeah, I haven't quite caught her yet. And we're done, so we'll never
Oh,
have.
I was like, but you're working on it.
We got
Get a new
6.
one. Almost there.
Yeah.
Close enough. We had twins, so
That's true.
that kind of, we're about even.
Same amount of pregnancies, you
Yeah.
just got an extra baby. Yeah.
Today, Sarah is gonna share with you one of her favorite organization tips, and I just have to say, I love her house, and when you get glimpses of it today and you love it too, please go check out her channel and go see it. It's amazing, and it'll give you a lot of encouragement as well. I am so excited to be at Sarah's house today because I feel like all of our school stuff kind of just overtakes the house, and I am okay with that, but I know, well, I'm mostly okay with that. But I know that's not everyone's thing. And so I wanted to show you a friend who's got her house put together. For the most part, we're all moms, but she has been able to hide her school stuff and still use her house functionally and not have all the school stuff take over. So I'm gonna let her take over and just give you a little tour of what their house is like when it comes to schooling.
So I don't know about you mamas out there, but we are not like the Schmoyers in the sense that we did not plan to like homeschool long term. Actually, our baby was just born in August, and when we planned her, we were planning for our kids to go back to school. So COVID hit, and like a lot of moms, we were kind of forced to make the decision of what was best for our family. In the spring, we did our school's online option, and we learned very quickly that that just was not for us. It was too stressful. There was too many schedules to keep up with. I have 3 kids in school right now, and it was just, every day was a battle and a struggle, and I was like crying every day, and we just decided that if that was our option come fall, we just were not going to do that. So when our school released their plans for the fall, it pretty much included online learning in some form or fashion. So we decided right then and there that for the time being, we are just going to pull our kids out of public school and just homeschool. That way we could like be in our own schedule, go at our own pace, and not feel the pressures of like having to log on to Google Classroom and making sure that we keep up with all these assignments from 3 different teachers, etc. My life is very busy. We have 6 kids. 3 of them are 4 and under, which Dana's channel, she's done it too, she understands. But I also have 3 school-age kids that require my attention. So homeschooling was the best choice for us. But since I knew that it wasn't going to be something long-term, I did not want to necessarily dedicate an entire space of my house to be a homeschool room, because it's not our long-term intention to continue homeschooling. So instead, we compromised, and the room that we are in right now, which is our formal dining room, we decided that we were going to make it be like a multi-purpose room. So it can function as a formal dining room and then be our homeschool space as well. I feel like in this crazy season, it's really important for us moms to kind of do things that we enjoy for ourselves. And one of those things for me is decorating my house. I love it. It brings a lot of peace to me. I enjoy the process, and one of the things that I really love is decorating for the different seasons, and that includes fall. So even though we were stepping into this crazy like new reality of homeschooling, I knew that in this room I still wanted to be able to bring out my fall decor, make it feel like home. That way when I was in the space teaching my kids, I felt peace and tranquility, and I didn't feel like scatterbrained. I know it sounds silly, but for me, like a clean, calm house that's decorated well really does a lot for like my mental sanity as a mom. And another thing when it comes to decorating your house, I kind of wanted to give you guys a tip, because I feel like home decor can be overwhelming and it can make you feel like you need to go out and spend a ton of money, and that's not true. A lot of my decor is either DIY'd or it's purchased from like the Target Dollar Spot, Hobby Lobby. I love to incorporate neutral pieces into my decor that I can use throughout the different seasons without having to buy a new piece. Like this vase, for example, I love to buy just plain white neutral pieces that I can incorporate different florals into. So for summer, you can just have like green plain decor, and then for fall, you can add in a touch of like more like color, like to symbolize like changing leaves, etc. But this piece can be used year round. That really helps when it comes down to organizing your stuff, because you don't have to pack as many pieces away in between seasons. You can make them multi-purpose pieces. So we do have a large storage room downstairs, but for my fall decor, all of my decor fit in one bin, and we kind of just stick it in our storage room. Christmas decor is another story. I do have a lot more of that, but I do incorporate these simple pieces into my Christmas decor as well, and it really just helps you stretch your dollar and allow your decor to work year round but still be able to change it up a bit. So it's not quite Christmas yet, but last year I actually did like a rustic neutral theme of Christmas decorating on my channel, and I really talked about all of the various pieces that I have purchased that I could use not only for Christmas but basically year round, that I did not have to pack away. So we'll go ahead and put those in the cards right here. And I wanted to make this room be like a multi-purpose room. And one of the things that really helped me do that is this amazing, I don't even know what to call this. I call it a buffet. Sometimes I call it a hutch sometimes. Pretty much it's just a dresser. The great thing about this though is that I purchased it from Goodwill for 20 bucks. It used to be like a 90s oak color, and I just chalk painted it, distressed it, and made it like a really pretty like focal piece for this dining room. So you can have good decor on a budget, and I was so excited when I found this piece. One of the greatest things about it is that it has a lot of like storage space. So when we are finished with school, we can just put everything away, and then my room is once again like a formal dining room. And it really just helps me like keep the decor the way I want it, keep this room looking the way I want it, but it also is multifunctional. So in here is where we keep all of our school supplies. And it actually really surprised me how minimal we could be when it came to like buying curriculum for our kids for this short season. But it all fits in here, and that's super great. Each of my children have their own little container. I don't really know what to call these, but these were purchased at the Dollar Tree, so they were all of $1, which is great, because when it comes to like only homeschooling for a season, you really don't want to spend a ton of money, but I knew that I wanted things to be organized. So every day the kids can just pull this out. It has all of their curriculum in here. I go ahead and put their lesson plan in there for the week, and then they can just work through it at their own pace for the day. But I love that something so minimal can just keep everything organized and just keep it from being like chaotic when we go to start school. Another thing that I took the time to do before the school season even started was go through all of our school supplies and organize them by type. Because there's nothing worse than when your kindergartner needs like a blue crayon and you can't find a crayon. It's just like stressful. In this dollar store bin, I actually was able to hold all of the school supplies that we would need. And I went ahead and just took Ziploc bags, cheap, easy organization, and organized it by type. So we have like glue, we have crayons. In this box I have pencils, markers, etc. But if the kids need something, all we have to do is grab the bag that it's in, take it out, use it, put it back, and it's really helped us stay organized and stay on task and get school completed quickly. Because that is the one beauty of homeschool, is you can get it done really fast. Our life is crazy, and trying to keep the little ones entertained while you're homeschooling can be a challenge. And I'm not gonna lie, 99% of the time, at least once during the school day, my 2-year-old ends up on the table. It just happens. But in my best effort, I have organized some like toys that I can give to them to try to keep them entertained, and I also keep those in this hutch. Okay, so in this drawer, we have like different educational toys. This is like one where you can like count butterflies, sort them by colors, etc. We have magnet tiles, these little like foam shape things, don't even know what those are called. A magnet fishing game, blocks, counting bears. But this is kind of like my drawer that I pull open and let them pick a toy to play with while we're doing school, in the hopes that they'll actually stay entertained and like not kill each other while I'm trying to teach my other children. It's always good when you can pull out a random toy they haven't played with in a while in terms of like keeping them entertained longer. Plus they're educational, because while I'm trying to teach my older kids, my little ones are being neglected, and if they don't learn their ABCs from YouTube, they're probably not going to learn them at this point. But these make me feel better as a mom.
One question that I have for you is, during school, is all your decor stay the way that it is? Do you clear the table? What happens to that during school?
All right, I've got a piece of advice for that. So if you notice on my table, we have this runner and all of my centerpieces inside this tray. So that works out well for school, and also if you're hosting like friends over for dinner or anything like that where you need to clear the middle. So I can literally just like fold this up, and then scoot it. And then you have all this space to work with, but when you're finished, you just scoot it back and it's back to its former glory. So I highly suggest kind of just like thinking about that if you do have a space where you want to keep it pretty but make it like function well. And then in all honesty, our like extra like library books and Paxton's reading curriculum, etc. does get piled on here during school. And we also keep our box with like all of our like pencils and stuff over here, and that gets cleaned up once we're done. But while we're actually schooling, that stuff is kind of set through here. So the decor is still pretty, but there's stuff in front of it.
That's really helpful, because I'm like, every time that I come to Sarah's house, I'm like, like I should really work on decorating my home, but I just don't, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have you over and like teach me how to decorate my home and how to make it simple.
Yeah, her house is gorgeous, don't let her fool you. But
yeah. We do have alphabet posters around and stuff. But
well, I do have alphabet posters that are rolled up, and my kids more or less use them to jump on instead of actually learning their alphabet. So I figured that those weren't worth me hanging on my wall. No. Because I have 4 boys. 3 of them are 6 and under, and they're crazy. They're just crazy. So, you know,
lots of energy.
My alphabet poster, there's no need for it to be on the wall.
I need to let Sarah go back to being a mom around here, and I need to go back to my children as well. So check out her channel and get some more tips. She's great at teaching you how to clean a house, how to decorate the house. How to clean it baby spit.
Clean up baby spit up. That's real life right there. My channel is centered around kind of just like bringing motivation to moms, but in like a realistic way. It's never my intention to like make things seem like too perfect, because that's not real. So what I do is I kind of do a mixture of like cleaning motivation. I love home decor. And honestly, in this season of life, we've been just doing more like real day in the lives. People always ask me like, how do you do this with all your kids? And so I've just been showing that lately. So
I think you have a video too, like a behind the scenes of like what really happens when you're cleaning.
Yes, I did that. Like, how do you really clean with 5 kids? Because in all honesty, it's never always done, or never really ever done. But I love to just bring motivation to moms in the areas that they may need.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for letting us come in and get a peek of everything and interrupt the day a little bit. It was fun to see you.
It was fun. It's always fun to have a friend over.
So make sure you go check out her channel. I know I've said that a lot, but you're really gonna love it. It's such a nice, peaceful place to go and be encouraged. So go check it out and tell her I said hi.